Yes, snake striking, the method being able to be used to ban out maps. What it does is it goes into a 1-2-2-1 banning order, and Dez accidentally presses done. And that is a mistake that we see oftentimes with people that are new to snake striking. So he doesn't realize that he's striking out the maps.
Right, you're not supposed to press done. If you press done, you're giving up all of your bans. They should reban. I'm going to tell them maybe. Oh, nope. Looks like we're just going to go to the small Great Hall.
They might end up ground.
Wait, hold on.
We've
got stances on.
Oh no! So Dez is definitely new.
Yeah, Dez is way new. Looking like we should reset this game. I don't know if we can get in contact with any of these players.
I can. I've got SpiritWolf on my friends list. He's asking if we should restart, and I said yes. So he's going to suicide 3 times. And Dez, not only messing up the stage striking, but also messing up the stance. It does say in the rules you can't use a stance. The reason why that is, stances are not allowed on the ranked ladder. And if you were to use a stance...
it gives you an unfair advantage, basically, because you're not supposed to have that stat distribution.
Yeah, so let me just type... hopefully SpiritWolf will be able to inform him.
I mean, if SpiritWolf decides to be nice enough, you know what I'm saying, we could totally scratch that game off the record and inform Dez of how it works. Because we're nice here on the Gravy Boat. We like to, teach everybody and have everybody come out of this event learning something new. I hope the Twitch stream is having a wonderful time. We will be doing a bunch of raffles today, giving out some community color codes, and I even bought a Brawlhalla pack to give away at the end of the stream. So we will be having a big raffle. 500 mammoth coins, a founder's nameplate, and a steampunk sidekick.
Very exciting indeed. Twinklehood giving us a /o/ in the chat. Shouts to Twinklehood, or one of our subscribers.
KenCast 2016, we got the emo, baby. Use it up.
Oh, right. So SpiritWolf doing a great job of being able to teach Dez exactly how the banning works.
He understands now. He understands now. This is quality.
This reminds me a lot about the first few events that we had when tournaments really weren't a regular thing.
The good old days, bro. Yeah,
and we had to explain it to almost every other viewer until we got to top 8.
I've just been singing the Jefferson song, you know what I'm saying? Moving on up to the Twitch partners.
I'm familiar with that song completely.
You don't know that song, bro?
No.
The Jeffersons, very old show, very good show. Anyway, going into game 1, Dez missing the weapon spawn, SpiritWolf using these Qatar nairs to space him very well.
Dez actually picks up the bow and gets a nice sidelight, but he wasn't able to find anything else, and SpiritWolf is just carrying Dez across the map with these guitars right now. As he brings him to the orange, using these guitar strings to be able to dominate against Dez's Koji. Koji tries to get in a sider, and SpiritWolf looking like he's going to end this first stock here, but dodges out of the way of that ground pound. Dez actually killing himself.
That was a very unfortunate Z, but if you saw there, SpiritWolf was using his guitars to space Dez and punish all of these active frames on the sword side air.
Dez using that recovery and ground pound to try to get something on SpiritWolf, but it's not really working out. It almost seems like he's just trying to struggle to move at this point, as SpiritWolf is trying to get in with these guitar strings. And a nice snare to cancel out that ground pound. One ground pound actually connects Dez, finding a snare. Isn't able to get much more else, and SpiritWolf looks like he's just kind of going along with these bread and butter guitar strings.
He's finding a lot of starting moves, but he's not able to turn them into strings because SpiritWolf's spacing and dexterity is making it very difficult for Dez to find anything.
So Dez looking for one of these weapon spawns now. Actually picks up the mine. Well, he tosses the SpiritWolf. No, Spirit makes him drop the mine off the side of the stage, and he tries to go in with the side light. That bow ground pounds directly into the ground and just waits at that end stick. Dez falls to his death.
I think he gave up. I mean, even if you're getting absolutely destroyed, I feel like you should still give it your best shot. You know what I'm saying? SpiritWolf obviously had a huge lead there and a huge advantage. I mean, maybe Dez felt like there was nothing he could do to take it back, but I still feel like he should have gave it a good shot. You know, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that was actually a really interesting way to take your last stock. 'Cause he didn't even ground pound. He just kind of like sadly jumped off the side of Twilight Grove.
But I give a lot of credit to SpiritWolf for those guitar strings. Those were very nice. A lot of pseudo combos.
Both players saying a little bit of things about lag. Indeed, we did have a server change, complete server change, overnight last night for the NA players. I guess it was during the day for EU. And BMG, tired of what was happening with the attacks to their main servers, completely moved their servers to a new provider. So everything's different for everybody. We're not sure if it's for me overall. It's much better. I've been having incredible server performance just from the 1 hour that I had to be able to play on US East. I'm not sure how
I've actually been unable to play on the new servers, but I have a general feeling that it's going to be pretty good. It might take a while for everything to kind of like get settled in, because you could imagine like when the servers go down, right, and then they come back up, you're gonna have like a huge number of like login attempts, and a lot of data is gonna be sent all at once because everybody's like scrambling trying to get on. It's just kind of how it works, you know. You get a lot of traffic when you first turn them on.
All right, so we're gonna be going through the 2 map bans next, and Deez is going to be able to pick a map as a counter pick to SpiritWolf and hopefully get his bearings this time, as he may have been a little caught off guard and also just out of his element fighting against Spirit's Asuri. Spirit doing a great job of being able to act as a kind of a temporary teacher for Dez, as this is indeed his first tournament, and he leaves the lobby to be able to try.
He was
to
just
change
resetting. Yeah, trying to reset real quick. You know, we're very patient with newcomers because, you know, we want everybody to feel like they can participate and learn something from this.
And then if they get a good experience, they might be inspired to try that much harder to practice, come back, and do better. That is exactly what
Well,
we're
I know that I played in the first Gravy Cancel as a participant, and you know, I got hammered by Tybo, absolutely hammered, but I learned a lot. Like every time I watch one of these events, either as an administrator or I participate, I learn something, which I think is a big reason as to why, you know, we do this, so that people can learn and have fun.
Learn, have fun, prove themselves, and find others to be able to prove against them as we're going into the second game. Both players sticking to their legends, and Koji.
I mean, we got a different map pick now. It could be a different outcome. I'm going to assume that SpiritWolf is going to instantly try and get those guitars and land some nice strings. Dez getting the first weapon spawn, trying to land some side airs, but SpiritWolf is just avoiding all damage right now.
Ooh, nice sidelight into side stick,
That was
actually.
a nice combo.
Being able to take advantage of the fact that SpiritWolf didn't want to dodge out of that, not expecting that string, and Dez, nearly kills himself once again, but manages to dodge back to the stage. Dez looking a little bit stronger.
I think that was a bait, but he's not looking good. He does end up getting killed. He runs out of jumps. SpiritWolf taking the early lead, has the stock advantage, and the guitars in hand. We're looking to see some strings here.
Yeah, it's particular. Ooh, wow.
And it looks like a forfeit. This is one-sided. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna assume that the game. Oh, never mind.
No, I think Dez is just struggling to jump.
He's tilting. He's tilting. He's very nervous. It's his first event. However, you know, it's nothing to be afraid of. Just do your best.
It's one of those things where I was going to say, especially for new players, guitars and sword are particularly difficult to fight off stage because of the way that the down airs down, and they can continue to follow up with more attacks. Sometimes you'll end up wasting your jumps and finding yourself out of them before you can do anything. You'll lose your stock really early, even in the yellow. And Dez, but definitely finding those difficulties.
The thing about guitar down airs, though, is that they're extremely predictable and extremely punishable. You can bait them, you can back dodge them, you can spot dodge them. There's a lot of counters to guitar down air.